wanna see more destos. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sons, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Let's go. 91. 57. Come on. Get that. 61. Matchbox light.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run it here with Gordon. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. 6-6, bullet high.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
57, Mike 57. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, let's go.
2nd and 15. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that.
It seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ready. Double right. 280. Hurry.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. We got to get the ball. Dean, get the ball right here. Let's go.
Hey, 5-0.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get. Hey. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Mike's 49.
Stay 50.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
180.
52's to Mike.
Come on, dude. Hey. He's coming. 0.
Stafford on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Easy.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Cannon. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
He's coming. Hey. 6.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
High 7.
Hey, 57. Mike 57.
2nd and 4. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. And they rattle off a big one. And even 50 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Bloom for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
57 to Mike.
And we have it on the ball.
From the gun, Bloom nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
5.
On 1st and 10, Bloom. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Bloom. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, echo.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Don't get nothing.
Operating from the gun, Bloom. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
On the ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Stay with your man.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He'll buy some time right. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Bloom. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Back to throw. Bloom. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun. Bloom got his man there. It's Wallace complete.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Badgley able to knock this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. That they need him late in the game. His confidence should be sky high.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Balaj. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bloom sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line.
Here we go. Here we go. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. In their minds, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Back to throw. Bloom. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Red! 40 got. What happened?
Throwing is Stafford. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 92 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw again. Bloom able to get this to Gordon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
57's right. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Bloom. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On first down, Bloom. He's got Allen.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Bloom trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Austin Eckler, as the first half is winding down, and his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Back to throw. Bloom. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. Something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 3, check 3.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen. That'll bring up second down.
Set. 30 base.
52's the mic.
Bravo.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Throwing again. Bloom. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Jim.
On first and 10, Bloom. Well, this is caught by Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Bloom. Caught by Allen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Operating from the gun, Bloom, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now Balaj. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
49 to Mike, 149.
On first down, it's Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Alert! Watch out. Hey, 70! 36. Check 24, check 24. Check 52. Check.
On third down, a run by Mack. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
59! Watch the twist. Easy.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Gordon. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's complete. Henry. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready. 15 line.
You can't block me. You can't.
Looking to throw. Bloom. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
50. And middle.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
22! Lady! Hey! High 7!
After the interception, here's Stafford. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
This is Gordon. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Bloom, open man, it's Allen. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 3rd and long. Bloom. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Operating from the gun. Bloom. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Check 26, check 26.
Hey, Alpha.
52.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bloom. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ballgame.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford, they'll run the screen with Mack. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
6-6, bullet high.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is
but
one of our
she's
guys.
singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to throw. Bloom. He'll get this to Eckler. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
On 3rd down, Bloom. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
It's fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? And the Raiders have got him. Cleveland Farrell able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Bloom. It's Williams on the catch. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
On the ready.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Hey, Wahoo! Hurry up, go!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's final score, Raiders 57, Crusaders 15.